Yo. Game day. Let's get it. Oh, man. What boy Craig say? East Dallas in the building. What's up, Craig? And then obviously we got Coach Marv. He say, boss, let's get a gangster win on the road. Yeah, that's what we need. We go see, man. Sadiq in the building. Oh, I got Jay Tuck in the building. Oh, man, it's going to be a good day. What's up, Sadiq? My big sister. Yeah, my boy Tuck. He said, let's go, y'all. We ain't scared. We about to eat. I know. Yeah, we definitely finna eat, man. We gonna talk about this pregame. Different things we want to see. Things we know we not gonna see that we should see. And then he say, boss, how you feel? I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't feel good today. I don't. I feel good about some of it, but some of it got me already like, we gonna talk about it though. It really depends on what they do. My boy Star Breeze say, aye. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. So we gonna talk about this. We'll get right into it too. Here we go. Y'all give me 1 second. Gotta clean up one thing, man. Y'all listen to that music just for a second. Gotta make sure everything's working right. Alright, we're finna get started. Yeah, it's your boy, Boss Cowboy, man, with Boss Cowboy Sports. Definitely ready to talk about this pregame. We got a lot. And first, let me get my boy OC in here, man. I'm going to call him real quick because, you know, we got them call lines. We open up the call lines actually on game day. So I'm going to call the OC real quick. We're going to talk a little ball. All right, give me 1 second. And y'all know it's not going to be super perfect production because, hey, it's game day. Y'all give me 1 second. I got to call the homie. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm calling them now. Let me know if y'all can hear. Yeah.
It's the OC.
OC. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear the OC. Can y'all hear the OC okay? All right. They say they can hear you, man.
All right, great, man. Great. Thanks for calling me.
All right, so we got the OC in the building. So, OC, first, man, what's on your mind, brother?
Well, you know, it's a lot of things on my mind, man. Very, very interested to see what happens in this football game. Specifically for me, I want to see what happens in the secondary, and I want to see this offensive line bounce back. I think that overall, those will be the two keys to victory and the outcome of this game. It should be fun. Definitely should be some fireworks on points on both sides. But interested to see what happens.
Yeah, man, you know, I got a long list, my brother, of things that could happen. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and send you the I'm gonna plug you on in right now. Give me 1 second. Y'all be patient while I start sending over the links to the OC. All right, but But go ahead and is there anything else, OC, while I'm sending you the link?
Yeah, definitely, man. I think that here's the thing, man. I think that what I want to see. I want to see improvement from our young center, Badiaz. I want to see, how Martin looks. I perceive that he'll look really, really good. Coming back, I think he was ready to go, man. He was probably a day or two short from playing a Tampa Bay game, so I think he'll be really good. So I think that also, obviously we got some injuries along the defensive line, and I said this before, and I'll say it again, Boss Cowboy. I really do think that we could have a restructuring of Tank Lawrence's contract because of a somewhat of an overpayment type situation based upon his productivity. He's very disruptive in the run game for sure when he's on the field, man. But I mean, man, with the cumulative injuries now, it's getting to the point that unfortunately Tank is falling into a category of injury prone. And so when you got $100 million defensive end and you're injury prone, it's problematic, especially to me if I'm in the Jones family looking at the cap and then also looking at what this team really needs to win. Because we got a young secondary. We got, obviously, if you want to start Anthony Brown, you got a guy that's going to get picked on. So we have to be able to pressure the quarterback, Boss Cowboy. And I'm interested to see how Dan Quinn attacks this. This is a game where he needs to release the Kraken. We need to see A-gap blitzes from Micah Parsons and also some edge rushers from him, because I don't think that we are deep enough at defensive end in terms of productivity that we have skill on the edge without Tank or Gregory to really generate significant pass rush unless we actually fire people and blitz and take calculated risks in this football game, Boss Cowboy. So that's kind of how I'm seeing this. Cowboy, I can go on and on, but I wanted to give you a chance to jump in if you had thoughts about that.
Yeah, and go ahead and comment on the video, and I'm going to hang you up. We're going to take a couple of calls and test our system, but come in on the video, and I'll give my thoughts before we kick off. All right, so come on. All right, so that was the OC, man. So as you can see, we got multiple ways to embed him in the show now, as well as Keystone and all the people that are lawyers to Boss Cowboy Sports. So obviously, man, I got a lot because I went ahead and spilled the beans on what I feel like the keys to victory are. All right. I'm not sure if I called it keys, but I definitely spelled it out pretty clear. And it's about 9 things. So the first thing was kind of to the OC's point. He said use Micah Parsons to pass rush often. Now, he was talking about coming from the A gap, which is, for those who don't know, that's just basically think of it as the middle. Okay, it's the middle. All right. But I said this a little while ago. Matter of fact, I said it September 16th. All right, and I got the timestamp to prove it. I said with Tank and Gregory out, 3-4 should be the base, and Micah pass rushing. So it was a lot of talk around that time about acquisitions. I didn't think that was the move. I didn't think that was the best move at all. I think the best move is to go with the guy that was considered the best. There we got the OC. There he is. Let's just make sure we got his sound. Okay, hold on real quick. We got the OC in the building. OC.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we got him. There he is. So let me take this down real quick. We'll talk a little bit. Y'all give me 1 second. But I was just saying, OC, I was showing that on September 16th, I was saying it was too early to be talking about acquisitions. You know, it was way too early because it's like, why did you go through training camp with all these guys? Why did you get all those reps with those guys? Why did you draft a guy that's a pass rusher / killer linebacker at pick 12 to panic? You got to at least see what he can do, you know? And I
Mhm.
said this the previous show. For those who didn't watch it, I broke down on a video with all 22. I was saying, man, I mean, it's early to say this, but damn, bro, what if you got your natural beast as an edge rusher in Micah Parsons? Do you want to disrupt that? I said no. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so Boss Cowboy, I mean, you may have a natural beast. Very well could be. I think, as a matter of fact, Michael Parsons is so physically talented that you could have a natural beast no matter what position you play him at, almost. But this is the issue, is that Michael Parsons is a rookie. And in this NFL, you need another guy. You need two guys along that line that can adequately rush the pass, because the team could take away one. It's kind of like in today's NFL, why you need to have at least two good wide receivers, preferably three good wide receivers, because any team could take away your best player if they focus on that player. And then what does that have you? Now, Dorrance Armstrong was very, very good in the preseason. Was he as advertised against Tampa Bay? I would say no. But hey, it's early in the year. I'm not going to judge anybody off of one game. Who do you have after that, Boss Cowboy? Is my question. That can get after the quarterback. We got Anaya, right? We got Basham. I mean, who else do we have that without blitzing? That's the key. Without blitzing and leaving your underneath exposed with already a shaky, let's just say at least one shaky corner that you kind of like to start, right?
Right.
What's the rub? How do you maintain a sound defense without blitzing is the question, because that's why you pay guys along that line a lot of money, Boss Cowboy, so that you don't have to compromise the integrity of your pass defense in order to generate pressure off of that quarterback on the quarterback, excuse me. So that's my rub, Boss Cowboy. I mean, I don't know if I'm falling off a cliff, let me know, but that's how I'm seeing it.
No, I think you're right. I mean, we kind of know that obviously when you lose Gregory and Tank, that there's going to be a fall off, right? So there are teams that was in this situation before and their B team guys actually played pretty decent. I was thinking a couple of things that can help this situation as well. Going back to the little diagram I did, and then I'm going to take a couple of phone calls and test our capacity. All right. So another thing, just to kind of help our pass rush and OC, you don't hardly hear anybody talking about what I'm getting ready to say. My second point.
I know where you go.
Yes. Rotate Wright or Kennedy at the left corner and have either follow Williams. Okay. Their length will make it harder for Herbert to make the tight window throws, which also then does what? Helps your pass rush. You hardly hear anybody talking about that. They don't connect the two. So real quick, let me lay you up real quick with something, and then we go talk about it. Y'all ready for this? We got something for the OC. Here we go.
The OC.
The film breakdown.
All right, so we got the film here with the OC. OC, these are Herbert's best throws. Can you break this down?
Herbert's best throw? Or are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
Defense, right?
No, that was Bosa. Here we go.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
This is it.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. All right.
Production error.
So look, yeah, that's all right. Here we go. Again, underneath ball, dragging route underneath to number 13 here. Let's see what they got here. All right, so they're running one tight end.
And I was more so talking about the throws with the corners to help a quarterback that can fit it in tight spots.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, I think that, he's still a young quarterback, he's a good quarterback, but I mean, that's a good throw right there. You know what I'm saying? So if you get a little bit, here's the issue though, Boss Cowboy, and I'm gonna explain it as I break it down. That's a nice touch throw, back shoulder throw, right? Excellent catch. But here's the thing, that if these guys get a little bit of separation, because these are big bodied targets, that's a hard throw, and he got a PI on that, right? So here's the deal. Because he's bodied, this is my concern going back to pass. There we go again. All right, good catch. Those are all tight throws, right? That most of the throws he's making, balls, are tight throws from based on what I'm seeing here.
Yep.
Again. So those are tight throws.
Let me pause
these
it.
guys got. These guys, what you call, they got box out ability, Boss Cowboy. You know what I'm saying? So when they get their body on you, they can box you out, man. So the throw can be real tight. They ain't got to get a lot of separation, man, because they got a big radius and a big frame. And so that's the whole issue there. So when you get to your point, Boss Cowboy, longer and bigger cornerbacks on these guys, that gives you the opportunity to play on the ball and be physical, as if basketball you're trying to keep a dude from pushing you underneath the rim to get a rebound. I mean, and that's what's going on right here. It's a lot of box out with those guys. Go ahead, Boss Cowboy.
Exactly. And that's why I said, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, why did you spend our off season focusing on bigger corners to come to a game where the receivers are big? You better use them. Because this game says, if there's any game to use your big guys, it's this one, bro. Now,
100%.
other games you might need your smaller quicks. This game, that quarterback, and we was showing it by the film, and you was doing a great job of breaking it down. The thing that the OC highlighted was the lack of separation by those receivers and the way he was fitting it in tight windows. Most of these balls could be really contested with a longer guy. So,
yeah, man. I mean, I think that, if you look at, go ahead, boss.
No, you good.
Oh no, I was looking at the film, man. So so if you look at Herbert, man, the thing that you like about him as a young quarterback, and I'm being very, very unbiased, man, is that most of the time, man, he's holding the safety on there, but that was a good ball, man. That was a really good ball. That was a good ball.
Dog.
So
and see, people sleeping on this, OC.
Yeah, man. Look, don't sleep. Yeah, don't look here. Look, he holds it there. You see the shoulder fake? You see the shoulder fake? How he holds the safety? He holds the safety to the right, shoulder fakes it, comes right back, perfect pass. Dude just didn't come down with the ball. So what you like about Herbert is that the dude had, look at that, shoulder fake, boop, there it puts it right on it. Didn't come down with it. But look, he has great timing. When he hits that back foot, the ball is out. Hits it, boop, ball is out.
Yeah.
Ball is out. So here's the thing. That's why with this guy, and to me, in my opinion, I mean, you need to do it. That's a great pass in there, man. Drop the ball, man. What's this dude doing, man? But hey, look, that was a great ball. Yeah. So with this guy, man, a lot of good timing. So he can drill it, he can touch it, right? He can touch past you, he can back shoulder you, right? He has all the tools to be a really, really great quarterback. And so to me, and I don't want to jump ahead, Boss Cowboy, but your third point, to me, was one of the most significant that we didn't even get to yet. Your third point that you had on your chart, that third point right there,
yeah, let's
will make a difference in this game. So now, Mike McCarthy. So you want some 3-4. So this is the game where you probably need to do it.
Yep,
this is the game where you. This is a game you need to go ahead and show that look, man, because you want to create some confusion, and you also want to intimidate those wide receivers that like to run those crossing patterns and underneath drag routes, and you want to bang those boys. If they catch the ball, hey, you want to bang on them. Bang on them a little bit, and that's going to interrupt the timing and the flow of the game. You also can do A/B stunts, or let me break that down for people. You can do cross stunts, right? Where you cross the linebackers and you blitz them and B gaps going opposite ways, right? And you can do a lot of different twists and games and confuse the offensive line so that they cannot declare who the Mike is. They can't set the protection right. And even if we don't get the sack on Herbert, we want to tag him. We want to touch him. We want to touch him. Old boxing addicts. We just touch him, jab, touch him. And then boom, then you can hit him with a knockout shot. You see what I'm saying? But you got to touch the young man. You can't let him sit back there in a clean pocket, dropping dimes and just drinking a pina colada back there, man. You got to put some heat on him.
Feel you. And yeah, and so my point on the 3-4 is also with Gregory. See, people forgot the OC. People forgot the reason why we was hammering so hard for that 4-3 over that 3-4 was because the best players were our edge rushers. Both of them actually did that versus Tampa. Well, I said let's continue that. Where I think even though Williams was the most targeted, I still think Allen is your bigger threat, you know, and they moving them around. So I want to kind of get your thoughts on that, and before we let's take this point, then we go take a couple of calls if you don't mind. But yeah, but what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, man. I mean, look, he been doing these dirty for years, man. This dude is a fantastic route runner, man. He's a great run after the catch guy. He's a great red zone threat. So he's definitely the more dangerous receiver, man. 110. Put Trayvon Diggs on him. Stephon Diggs. Say he's the man. Put him on him, man. Look, let him do his thing and try to limit him. And I said this on the final word, man. I think you need to kind of shade a safety on this dude a little bit. Kind of shade a safety over there. Keep an eye on him in the slot, man, because he's that dangerous. I don't think that Mike Wood's really that dangerous if you use your strategy of putting Kennedy and a longer body on that guy. That's what I think.
Got you. So let's take a call. This gonna be the first time we took a call with the OC. We trying to test our capability. It's not gonna be an echo, but I'm gonna tell you right now, because we already tested this. You won't be able to hear the OC. So after we take this call, we gonna need y'all to hang up so that you can hear from the OC. All right. So we go take a call real quick. Go ahead and call in. We got the call-in number. We want to hear from you now. It's 484-998-9332. 484-998-9332. So we getting ready to take some calls. And hurry up and call in, because then I'm going to get off of this call line because we got to get this content before the game start. So, yeah, anybody that want to call in now, and then we go hear from you because your voice matters, and then we go get, obviously, back to the content we was talking about. So y'all got about 5 seconds. Y'all better start calling. We had a couple of people asking, where's the call-in number? Now I done put it in there. Y'all got to call it. Nobody calling this call number, I'm telling you. Let me see. All right, so I quit. All right, I'm done with it. Okay, I'm gonna get 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3. There it is. See, y'all know how to do it. Boss Cowboy Sports, your voice matter.
Hey, what's up, boss?
Hey, what's up? Who is this?
This is Matt.
Mac, what's up? What you got?
Yeah, I was calling because I have a good feeling about this game today that we're going to beat the Chargers. I don't really fear their team as much as Tampa Bay's team is. I have a feeling we're going to come out with a win.
Yeah.
Our running game was doing good last week, so we gave up on it, but if we commit to it this week,
Man.
I feel like a lot of people will be surprised by that.
Yeah, man, and great call, man. I hope you're right. I really do. I hope we use the run game, Matt. Anything else that you want us to address?
Yeah. I wanted to ask your opinion on this. I believe our two best strong safeties are playing linebackers.
Ooh, don't you do it, Matt. Don't.
Because people want Donovan Wilson out there so bad.
Oh.
They move those people to safety, Donovan will go to the bench.
Oh.
He's not starting over Hickett with safety.
All right, but great call. Your voice matters, brother. Make sure you call back. God, dog, I hate to get off on this one. Matt, thank you, man. Great comment. We go take that real quick, okay?
All right.
Y'all let me know if it was an echo on that, because we worked real hard to get those echoes out. I think we got them out. Like we said, my boy Law always say we flying a plane while it's in there. he switched it up on us, didn't it?
Yeah, he did, man. He's very interesting fellow. So I'm gonna address one. I'm gonna give you the other one, Boss Cowboy. This is what I said earlier this week, that we need to commit to run the football 20 plus times in this game. And I said that for 3 reasons. And I'll just recap that for those that didn't catch the show earlier this week. You know, number one, I mean, we want the opportunity for Ezekiel Elliott to establish himself and for that offensive line to get some confidence, right? We need them to have some confidence and to get some equilibrium in terms of the pass versus the run. We don't want Dak throwing the ball 50 times a game, right? And encouraging the team to, because they know that we abandon the run and things like that. And also, we don't want to give just super abundant amount of possessions to this young explosive offense and the young Justin Herbert. We want to at least take a possession or 2 out of this football game by being able to effectively control the tempo of the game in spots by running this football. So that's my take on that, Boss Cowboy. Now I'm gonna leave the juicy one for you because I know you teed up for that one.
Nah, I ain't gonna fall for that trap because that'll take me down a major rabbit hole. But he went somewhere that a lot of people probably didn't catch. I heard him. He said, man, our best chance at safety is probably playing linebacker. I ain't gonna even get into that. I'm like, oh, because you know I genuinely believe that. I genuinely believe that. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it, bro. I'm not gonna.
Boss Cowboy, you gotta answer the question, Boss Cowboy.
Well, I say this, man. Listen, I just put it like this. To me, it's obvious. To some, it's not. I think Cox right now is limited to where I knew he would be limited because of the massive depth that we have at linebacker. So I've always been saying, if you want to get him on the field, give him some reps at safety, at least in the box. You know, that way you getting him on the field, getting him some game action, real game action, and getting him prepared to be the next guy for next year, whether it's at linebacker or safety. But to me, he showed more instinctive safety or strong safety attributes than even linebacker. And that's just my eyes, which definitely agree with the caller. So I didn't really want to get caught up on that, but because that's a source of major debate, I don't want to get into the debates before the game. So going to your point 5, which was commit to the run to keep Boss off balance. That's my main reason also, OC, for committing to the run. Because I was looking at the tape very closely. And my All 22 that I posted on Twitter, it's up to 37,000 views. Most of them from angry Chargers fan. They mad at me because I proved with the film that Bosa was slowing down more and more as they ran. They hate me. They hate me right now because I was showing that if you and I'm not saying he can't play the run. I'm saying if you want to keep him off balance, run the ball, right? Because this is the pattern that I noticed when I was watching him versus the run, OC, and I want to get your thoughts on it. Bosa's second effort is trash. His second effort, not his first, his second effort. And every time they passed, they caught him off guard when they ran the ball first. Because you can really tell he gets way up when it's a passing down. When it's a running down, you can see that motor was going down and down and down. Now, they kept saying on my Twitter, he's a great run defender. You don't know what you're talking about. See, I know what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to talk about historicals. I'm talking about game 1 and what's the best way to attack the Chargers. Because if you don't attack him right, if we come out throwing like we did on Tampa, this man alone will wreck your game plan.
100%, Boss Cowboy. This guy appears to me to make business decisions when running down the line and jumping in on piles and tackling people. Like, nope, you're not gonna hit me in the knees. Nope, I'm not about to hurt my back. Nope, I'm not going to stick my head in there on that play. You can see it's very strategic. Now he is gun ho. Go get your Cowboy on any pass pro play because he knows that's what got him paid. And he also
Yes.
knows that's what's gonna keep him paid. And he got the California body now. He had more bulk when he first came into the league. He's actually leaned out and he's got thinner and more sleek, more bendy. Why? Why do you do that as a professional athlete? You do that for get off. You're doing that for lean and for bend, which is gonna help you do what? Get more what? Sacks. That's why you change your body up, Tommy. That's what he's done since he came into the league. If you look at him when he came into the league and how he is now, he's leaner. He's lost about 15 to 20 pounds, and he's much more bendy and flexible at the waist, man. 1,000%. So yeah, man, if you run at this kid don't want to deal with double teams and getting ear holed and chip blocked by a tight end. And guess what that's gonna do? And I said this earlier in the week too, Boss Cowboy, as you reminded me that, hey man, that's gonna take a little bit of gas out of that tank. Now on 3rd and long, now we got more of a chance. Now you ain't quite as hyper and explosive because you had to use your legs to fight off double teams and some heavy people run blocking you. And that's gonna help us immensely in this game.
Yeah, and 43 Flex, the football homie, he said that Eagles just took an L. Let's go. See, the only thing, Flex, I'm be honest, I kind of wanted them to win. I wanted pressure on Dallas to make the right decisions at corner. And if they would have won that game, it would have been a lot of pressure on us to put the best guys out there. That's the only reason I wanted them to be going into that game. You know what I'm saying? Especially early, because what was they doing? They was going vertical. You know what I mean? And they was killing San Fran vertical. So obviously I love it when they take a L, but I'm also looking at the timing. That's it. So going to another point real quick. This is our pregame stuff that, you know, we just want to address and hopefully we see. So I said also on 6, you raised this point before, OC, very masterfully. Zeke can catch too. Because, see, this is the thing that was frustrating me about last week. People kept saying, we did call a good game. We didn't want Zeke running into brick walls. That wouldn't have been wise. It's like, hey, I just want to slow everybody down real quick. I just want to have a conversation real quick and just talk real with y'all. I do want y'all to know that Zeke's biggest plays came from catching. And because you decided not to run, that didn't mean put him all the way on the shelf. Y'all put him all the way on the shelf. No screens, no leak out. One leak out pass. One dump off. You put him away. And it's like, nah, bro. If we see anything like that again, Kellen Moore is a liability.
100% again, Boss Cowboy. And OC said this a couple weeks back. I said, get Zeke involved and get him going early. But here was the asterisk mark to what I said. Run or pass was what I said.
Yes.
Because there's multiple ways to use him. He likes to run the spread concept. Ezekiel can be a flare-out pass after on a runoff. You can call 2 go routes and flare him out and put him in a flat one-on-one. You can bring in Pollard and you can use Zeke as a slot receiver and have him run a 3 route or run like a 7 route up the field. You can do a variety of things with him. Middle screen, left screen, right screen. There's so many different things you can do, but they treated Zeke like a scrub. And that's really what it was. You treated him like he was a scrub, like he was a castaway. And if Zeke didn't have the humility and actually the football love, it would have been holy HELL in the media this week because he would have been complaining about not getting carries. But he's a team guy, and he's proved he's a team guy and he's a dog because he ran in there, he hit linebackers in the mouth, right, knocking them out, hitting defensive ends in the mouth, right, as a 6 offensive lineman blocking to protect his boy, Dak Prescott. But the truth is, for a $100 million man, get a man respect. And that means that dude deserves at least an attempted 17 carries every week because of what you pay him and what he means to the team.
Straight up. All right. So now, can't add to that. Moving on. 8. All right, 0.8, and we done. Oh, 8 and 9. Target the Chargers, second and third corners. Harris being out creates a massive opportunity. Because a lot of people, when they kind of hear us talk OC, they think we just saying run into brick walls. We not saying being one-dimensional and never throw. We not saying that. What we saying is we want to be a commitment to the run game when it makes sense, okay? And so I think Harris being out creates a great opportunity for CeeDee Lamb, Cooper, or even Cedric Wilson. I mean, not just a small opportunity, a tremendous opportunity, because I think very highly of Harris. I think he's a baller even at a older age. I want to get your thoughts on that, OC.
You know, I mean, Harris, you know, trains with our boy, you know, the truth. And so that tends to add years to your career and make you a little bit more timeless. Now, he still got game, but, man, vulnerable on things, man, because he's vulnerable on
yeah, something go ahead.
I think that you can get him certain things.
You breaking up, OC.
Absolutely, man.
OC, you was breaking up right there. Can you try one more time? I think we're having a small technical difficulty with the OC. Come out and come back in. Let's see if that fixed that. So Mark Anthony said, you also have to mention Dak checking out of run plays. Yeah, we can mention that. See, this is the whole point of them coming out with that. Because, let's be honest, when it was the last time you ever heard somebody bring up what Dak was doing in terms of his audibles? And so they said out of about, it's about now, they said out about 24 run plays, he checked out of 12 of them to pass. It was over 80 plays, man. That's still massively unbalanced. Okay? Regardless of what they leaked out to the media, OC back.
Yep.
Okay, he sound good too. So he was talking about, see, that's that propaganda stuff that they leaked out. Oh, it's Dak's fault. Dak, you know, we tried to run it, but, you know, Dak audibled out. It was 80 plays. 24 run plays that they said he out of the back. The numbers alone still tell you they was off balance. So, like, that's why people need to listen to this show, because we see through the BS. You know what I mean? And the media spin that they, but that also tells you, Mark, that our voice matter, in my opinion. Because it was from the massive complaints from fans and the massive complaint from the other media journalists. Like, remember, RG3 came out and said, Zeke need to go to Baltimore because he'll touch the ball more than 3 times there. See, everybody was looking at it like, it wasn't just us. Everybody was like, what was that? So, yeah, Dak allegedly checked out of running, but their numbers still show it was off balance.
Yeah, and I'm going to help people that bring up that point. If he checked out of 24 plays, which I believe is a bunch of, as my boy says, Law Nation bullsugar. I think that, man, look, if he checked out of 24 plays, man, that's all like, okay, so you still have a 2/3 ratio calling pass plays? It's still 2/3. It's still a 2/3 ratio. Just count. Just count. So is that a balanced offense? Yes or no? Let me answer for you. No. So just stop it, please. All right. I just
don't buy it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
let's just own it.
And listen, let's just own it. Well said, OC, because y'all got to remember, Kellen Moore had the second most pass attempts with backup QBs last year. At some point, we got to start saying, bro, you're a little bit too pass happy. That was with backup QBs. What do you do with backup QBs? You run the ball to take pressure off of them. It don't matter who the QB was. DiNucci, Andy Dalton, Gilbert. He came out with all of them throwing. So let's not wait till mid-season to figure this out. You know what I'm saying? Let's not wait till week 16 to figure this out. It's clear by week 2 we might have an issue with our OC being too pass happy. Now, mind you, the OC and Boss Cowboy was pro Kellen Moore for a long time. A long time. We was giving him a lot of passes. But we were saying we want to see more, bro. We want to see if you can kind of strike balance when it makes sense. So I'm not buying that. Just keeping it real with your Mark. I'm not buying it. What they leaked out. All right, so we got a couple of more, and then we go watch the game. I might stay live for the game. I just might. I might not. No, I do too much work doing the game. I'll be breaking it down for real. All right, so going back. If they just got to start Anthony Brown, then switch him out with Lewis at the nickel. And I'm going to put the last point on there as well. Lastly, and I really want to get your thoughts on this. Hold on. My boy Chuck say, Kramer say, aloha. Aloha, my man, coming all the way from Hawaii. I said,
aloha, man. Beautiful state, man.
Beautiful state. It say, lastly, blitz Herbert often to create pressure. He's still a young QB. Test his ability to make the right decisions quickly. That's risky, but I will be willing to do it because he's a young quarterback. I don't want him to just be sitting back there. That's just my thoughts. So I want to put those two together.
Yeah, I think that Anthony Brown is a liability no matter where you play him. So I think that you gotta have a real strategic mindset in terms of less control, all collateral damage. You know what I'm saying? Let's control collateral damage. So let's just put him on the weakest receiver possible. So 110% agree. I like to see him play on the fourth receiver. Let this boy coming out in a dime package. But you know what? I know that's not realistic. They're too committed. They're going to let the man play. So it's fine. Worst case scenario, he'll be in the nickel. You know what I'm saying? But he's going to start. So that's even a fetch what I'm saying. But anyway, put this man on at least, oh my God, for goodness sake, put this man at least on the second, third receiver, please. Please. Just please. Just for the OC, please, okay? Boss Cowboy not even saying this. I'm begging, please. All right, that's an ugly bag too. Please. You start begging like that, making weird sounds. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So here's the deal, man. And so when you talk about Herbert, to your second point, Herbert is a young guy, man, he still don't like to get hit. Remember, he's a 6'6" long guy. And so when he was at Oregon, man, when they started getting pressure around his feet, tagging him, he got a little bit of happy feet, and he would let the ball go early and making accurate throws. So I believe that you got to bring some pressure on this guy. But I do think that Herbert is smarter than people give him credit for. I'm not anointing him as a Hall of Famer yet. But I'm saying he's trending aggressively to be a perennial Pro Bowler. That's what I am telling you.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, the kid is smart. So you need to be smart. You don't need to bring dumb pressure. You don't need to just all out blitz the dude and then let him hit a quick 9 route or a quick out route and they take it to the sideline. No. Yeah, be smart. Be smart with the pressure, but bring it and touch him up, man. Touch him up. Hit this young man.
Ken Archer is a Chargers fan who came out of here. See, I told y'all, I got 37,000 views, mostly from Chargers mad at me for my take on Bosa. So he coming in with a good attitude. So let me just talk. Because, see, a lot of them Chargers wasn't listening to me. I'm not saying Bosa is bad against the run. My take was on what's the best way to attack them. And it's like, do you want to keep throwing? It's almost like, which poison do you want to drink? Right? Do you want to drink the one that's going to kill you in 2 seconds? Do you want to drink the one that's going to take a couple of days and maybe they can come up with a remedy? You know what I mean? So it's one of those things to where, you know, and we also can do a lot of stuff in the offseason with the draft. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you following the Cowboys and just want to hear unbiased content about the Cowboys, this is a good page to follow, my friend. But anyway, yeah, man. Those are basically kind of most of my recaps. The things that I'm interested in also, OC, is because obviously I was happy. Well, I want to say this too, just real quick. I said before Dallas plays the Chargers, I just want to say Slater versus Micah debate would be for years, and it's already extremely annoying. Both are great players. Nobody will ever be happy, fully happy from the top 10 real talents. Get over it. Like, because I'm seeing a lot of that. I'm seeing a lot of we should have, every time somebody gets suspended, every time somebody, you know, it's, ooh, we could have got Slater. Ooh, we got, it's the Jalen Ramsey Zeke thing all over again. It's just annoying to me. It's like, bro, when they true top 10 talents, somebody go be happy, somebody go be mad.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, Slater was a need for the Chargers, and Parsons was a need for the Cowboys. It's as simple as that. And so you draft according to need the best player that you possibly can get. And so at the end of the day, man, it's too early in their career to say yay or nay. I think both of them have stuff in their game to clean up. Both of them have tremendous upside. I think that Micah Parsons has the greater upside. He has the greater upside because he's able to do more for you defensively than a Rashawn Slater will do on the offensive line for the Chargers. That's my personal opinion, and that's unbiased as I can be. However, he is a need for them, and Parsons is a need for us, man. So just let it ride. Both of them are young, good players, and you know, they got a long way to go.
The OC.
The film breakdown.
So, OC, if you don't mind, obviously want to take a look at Slater, because we took a look at Parsons. I want to kind of switch it up where we actually looking at the people that's protected for him, and just kind of get your thoughts on that. What you got?
All right. So if you talk about Slater, you talking about the whole offensive line. Let me just make sure I'm on point with you. Which one? All right, Slater. And so let's see, where is he? Because I got this box on my face, so I'm trying to find. Oh, he's a left tackle. All right.
Right.
All right, cool. All right, here we go. Yeah, so Slater, I mean, that's a check step because he knows a quick pass, so he's fine on that check step. He's doing fine.
Let me show another video because on every one of these throws, these was Herbert's routine check down throws. So obviously it's not going to be a lot of tackle action with that. Let's show another one. I'm going to show this one. All right, let me rewind it. All right, here we go.
All right, let's see.
So he could get.
All right, so yeah, good job, man. I mean, good feet, you know, good balance. You see him here. He plays with a low seat. Some tackles play with a high seat. He plays with a seat like a guard. So that's how he's able to stop that power coming at him, right? Well, Williams, number 93. And so he's doing a real good job there, man. I think that you know, if you look at him, man, again, he plays with overall a low seat. And he got a little bull rush action there. He overset a little bit, but you know, he got the job done.
Go ahead. Could you explain seat and set? Because a lot of people don't know what you're talking about. He can play with a low seat, and that was a good set. I know what you would kind of explain that a little bit.
So when you say seat, Boss Cowboy, think about a squat, right? When people say get low on your squat.
Yeah.
So you have some people that have like what they call like a shallow squat, right? Well, they're not really sinking down deep, right? Rewind that, Boss Cowboy. Sure. And then you got people that have like a deep squat where they sitting down low on the squat, right? And so you see him here, he's a guy that doesn't play high. He naturally, because he's more of a natural guard to me anyway, plays with better leverage. In other words, he plays where he is getting the momentum of the defensive end or defensive tackle up, and he's not getting just jarred back very, very fast. So it puts him in a position to play with more strength, to play with more power. So you see him right there. Great job, man. Great job. Rewind it, Boss Cowboy. Against Monty Sweet, I believe. Number 90. Yep.
Sweet.
So here he is. Sweat, boom, there he is. So he stops the bull. Rewind it one more time, Boss Cowboy.
Yes,
I want
sir.
the people to see this.
Mm-hmm.
So look, check this out. So he's getting the bull rush, right? Here he is. Boop, he hops back, and he stops it. That's perfect. That's how you deal with the bull rush. Drive up the force of somebody trying to run down your center. So great job by him. Here he is again. Good set. He gave the edge there. He gave the edge. So what he did, he lost with his hands. So on this play, he lost with his hands. So he got his hand. Sweat got that outside hand. He clubbed it, and then he began to dip, and then he opens. So that's the issue when people talk about long arms. That's where long arms help. But long arms don't do you any good if you get collapsed by the defensive end getting to that hand and controlling it. So in that play, Sweat got to the outside hand, controlled it, and was able to dip into his body and get upfield, get that pressure on Herbert.
And let me add to this real quick. It's not about Slater, but this is also where QB talent helps. With most quarterbacks, that's a sack.
Yep.
So and he got the ball out. Look at the DB and the receiver. Is there any separation? No. And yet the ball is completed. See,
Yep.
Your QB talent also helps your tackles. So it's a whole lot of people. Did we draft? Let me tell y'all something right now. We drafted the right dude. I'm not hearing this from Cowboy fans. Stop it. You're getting on my nerves. We drafted the right dude. Because first of all, I wrote 2 books on this. So I do a lot of research. Linebacker was extremely lean this draft. Tackle was extremely deep this draft. You always get what's lean first. If it's lean and good, you get it. If it's good, but it's a lot that's good too, you wait. The Cowboys did right. I'm not questioning it, just like I don't question Zeke over Ramsey. Because we get caught up in what I call a time-space continuum. I mean, a time-space continuum. We start trying to say what the future would have been if we would have made certain choices. No, you can't do that, because any event from the present can totally alter the future. So what y'all need to do is go watch the movie Back to the Future a couple of more times, and you'll get what I mean by that. So we go ahead and conclude the show. Great job, OC. I'm glad you was able to make it on the pregame. I'm going to have the article written as soon as the game is over with on my post-game analysis, and we might just do this again. All right? I'm not making no promises, but we can, because we can do it fast. Like, we can really just crank out a show like that now. And we're going to be ready to talk about what we said before the game and then what's getting ready to happen with the game ready to start. Any final words, my brother?
No, man, Cowboys, man, come out here, man, and show what you got, man. Show versatility and make the adjustments off of game 1. And let's try to get out of here with a dub, man. So I'm excited to check out this game. And, hopefully we'll be back later on tonight and get you that post-game recap. And also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe Boss Cowboy Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Facebook. Also on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. Turn on the bell notification icon so you can get the latest and greatest in Cowboy sports and news.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Boss Cowboy Sports.